Your jail calls are being recorded. Let's be very clear. Everything that you say to somebody in jail on the phone is going to be recorded and can be used as evidence. I have 2 cases right now where the jail calls are a huge part of the discovery in my case. So I have one case where my client's in custody for something, I won't talk about what it is, but there are calls to his girlfriend where he's talking about the case. And there's a whole section in my federal Dropbox system that has those recorded phone calls. So please know that if you are talking to somebody who's in custody, or if you're in custody talking to somebody, everything you say is being recorded. And this also includes jail visits, non-attorney jail visits. They can't listen to attorney calls or visits. So if you do have an attorney that you want to speak to while you're in custody, you have to set up a special confidential call line, and every jail has a different system, so you have to check into that. So I'm talking about when you are talking to your friends, family, loved ones while you're in custody, these calls are being recorded. I have another case where my client was speaking with somebody in jail. So his friend has been busted for drugs, transportation, etc. And my client's talking to his friend, trying to help him get money for attorney's fees. So he calls the guy who allegedly has the drug money and says he needs the money because he wants to hire a lawyer for his friend, not thinking he's doing anything wrong, but he knows it's drug money, right? Because he knows his friend is in custody for drugs. And he's talking to this person and saying, give me the money, I want to use it. This is money laundering. So unfortunately for my client, very unfortunately, not only is the jail call being recorded, but the person that he's calling is not in fact the guy with the money, but it's an FBI agent who already arrested the guy with the money and had his phone and was pretending to be him. So they're texting each other back and forth, and all of those text messages are part of the evidence against my client. So if you are talking to loved ones while you're in custody, or if you have a loved one in custody that you're talking to, do not talk about the case. You shouldn't be talking about the case in jail at all anyway, but you definitely don't want to talk about the case or anything where you think you're using coded language. The feds know, all police agents know coded language. They know what you're talking about. If you're talking about ice instead of meth, or if you're talking about girls instead of drugs, they know what you're talking about. So don't think that you're smarter than them, because you're not. You're not going to get away with it. And this stuff is going to be used against you. So please be careful when you're talking on the phone from jail or talking to anyone on the phone from jail, okay? Okay.